Hello everyone, and we are back with New Year's Resolution Part 2. 3 more big matches tonight, culminating in an Intercontinental Championship match, live from Calgary in Canada. And we are kicking things off today then with a 10-man NXT 2.0 Rumble. You never guess who this was suggested by. Yes, you're right, it is Mohammed, MZK Punk. He loves his 10-man Rumbles. And this should be interesting. I don't know some of these people. I've never seen them wrestle before. I think a lot of them are making their debuts here as well. As we kick things off with Raul Mendoza, as well as Ikemen Jiro? Ikemen Hero? Not sure how to pronounce that one, to be honest. So this should be pretty interesting to see how this one pans out then. See who gets the points. Of course, we've got a point for each elimination plus an extra point for the winner up for grabs. As in at number 3 is the big bad Haaland. Now, Mohammed, if you are wondering, I did have to replace one of your people, mainly because the core wasn't available. So I brought in Haaland, because he's someone that I've heard of. I think he's recently made his debut in NXT, hasn't he? As he gets caught there with a massive backbreaker on Mendoza by Haaland. Obviously, Parker Bordeaux. Was he a former Olympian? I don't quite know where he came. I know he was a big thing, wasn't he, Parker Bordeaux? I'm not quite sure why, at the time, why he was such a big name. In at number 4 is Von Wagner. Talking of names, where the bloody hell did they get that one from? Bloody hell did they get Von Wagner? It sounds like someone was just taking the piss in a meeting and they just went for it. It really does. But he is Albert's son, isn't he? Matt Bloom's son. So somebody we missed there in the father and son tag team tournament, actually. It's Haaland now with Ikemen against the ropes, pings him back into the middle. As number 5, Duke Hudson. Now this is a guy who I know nothing about, to be honest with you. Absolutely nothing about. So, he's a big lad, isn't he? I know he's one of the newer names in NXT, so it'll be interesting to see how he does get on here. Oh, well, Haaland just launched him across the ring, so he's not doing too well to start off with. Haaland with a big strike in the face. As Ikemen now with the elimination on Raul Mendoza. So that is our first elimination of the match. And in comes Cameron Grimes, who I do know of, mainly from his time in the independent scene and Impact. Of course, it's Trevor Lee, back in PWG, and then he was in Impact as well. As Hudson now trying to eliminate Haaland. I mean, if anybody could, it could be Hudson, because he's a big lad. He does have the strength to potentially get him over the top rope there. Hudson now there with a trip on Haaland and booting right into the leg, as well as Cameron Grimes just stamping on the back of the head of Von Wagner. What kind of a name is Von Wagner? Odyssey Jones, someone I don't know a lot about. It does sound like somebody that Taz has just randomly named though. Because that's Taz's thing, isn't it? He just puts Jones on the end of everything, so that's the only thing that I thought of when I saw Odyssey Jones. But he does look pretty cool, although he is just basically... I'm pretty sure someone's just stuck him in Mark Henry's old Nation of Domination attire. I'm sure it'd be a perfect fit, as well as Ikemen now with a second elimination. And there goes Hudson. As now Ikemen and... oh, no. He stays safe. Dexter Lumis is at number 8. Again, another guy who spent a lot of time in Impact. I think it was Sam Shaw. I feel like he was part of the gut check. Remember the gut check years and years ago? With Al Snow and that, where they used to get 2 people to wrestle and then someone would get a contract at the end. I feel like he was part of that. But I do like this new character they've got him in, even though he's about to get absolutely fired over the top and eliminated straight away by Haaland. As we await number 9, I think it is. Number 9? Yes, Joaquin Wilde. I mean, people take the mickey out of AEW, don't they, being WWE 2.0, but I mean, just look at this match. Is NXT 2.0 just Impact 2.0 at this point? Zema Ion from Impact Wrestling is in. Oh, so him and Raul Mendoza do have matching attires. That's pretty cool, actually. So we probably should use them as a tag team at some point. I'm sure there's probably some suggestions out there for it already. Nice takedown there by Ion. As Odyssey with a big stiff clothesline completely wiping out Cameron Grimes. And number 10 is Tony D'Angelo, who... I mean, I've not seen anything of it, so I'm not going to take the piss out of it. As Von Wagner gets an elimination. But it just seemed like a real... It seemed like someone was just taking the piss again. Same as Von Wagner. It's like someone's just taking the piss with, let's just make a dodgy New York gangster. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the character works. I've not really watched it, but from the offset, that just sort of does sound a bit weird. But we'll see how it goes. As Haaland and D'Angelo looking to try and eliminate Von Wagner, but Von Wagner fights his way back in. So this is the final 6 now, by the way. So one of these 6 men will get the win. At the moment, Ikemen Jiro with 2 eliminations is doing pretty damn well, and Von Wagner also with 2 eliminations. Who came up with the name Von Wagner? Whoever came up with the name Von Wagner needs to be fired, to be honest with you. As Odyssey Jones, the big man named by Taz, is just going to powerbomb Von Wagner to the outside. Odyssey Jones with the elimination. I mean, this will be the finish that I would like to see, is Odyssey Jones and Haaland. I think would be pretty interesting. Who's still in there? We've got Cameron Grimes, we've got Ikemen Jiro, or Hero. Don't know how it's pronounced. Odyssey and Haaland. And Odyssey looking to try and throw Haaland over the top. Ikemen with a strike in the back. Big boot in the gut there, and a strike in the face as well. Haaland and Odyssey Jones really going at it now. Nice reverse DDT there by Grimes. On Ikemen, who's got 2 eliminations so far, so he's coming out of this one looking pretty good anyway. Odyssey Jones with a clothesline. There goes Haaland. Odyssey Jones with the elimination. And Cameron Grimes with the elimination as well. We're down to the final 2. Odyssey Jones and Cameron Grimes. Wow, what a full Nelson that was. Don't do it, Odyssey. Don't climb to the top. That's stupid. That is stupid, Mr. Odyssey, if you try this. So I've got a squeaky chair. I do apologise. Oh my word. Okay. Is that Odyssey Jones' finisher? Because if that is, he's going to kill some people with that. He just, a man of his size, just frog splashed from the top. And now Odyssey is going to add insult to injury by now just powerbombing the poor Cameron Grimes to the outside. Wow. Odyssey Jones with 3 eliminations, and the victory is going to come out of this one on +4 then tonight. Cameron Grimes with 1 elimination and being eliminated, as well as Haaland with 1 elimination and being eliminated, is going to come out of this one still on 0. Ikemen Jiro and Von Wagner with 2 eliminations and being eliminated are going to come out of this one on +1. Everyone else, which is Duke Hudson, Tony D'Angelo, Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wilde, and Dexter Lumis are all going to come out of this one on -1. So thank you very much, Mohammed. We've seen a lot of debuts here today, which is why I wanted to use this match a little bit earlier to try and, yeah, just boost the ranking system up before we go into the new year. Right, let's move on. And here we go with match number 2 of the evening, suggested by Lucha Reject. Good old Carpet. He's been catching up with the episodes recently, and we have got a match between the Young Bucks and reDRAGON. A match I feel like we might see very, very soon in the future in AEW. So here we go. Both these teams do need points. They've both had a bit of a rough time this year. So yeah, this is a great opportunity for them to do so. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see, obviously now Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, all in AEW. I know some people, it's quite funny on the internet, to be honest with you. Some people on the internet have been taking the mickey out of the fact that, AEW can't think of their own things to do, so they just copy WWE stables. It's like people never saw the independent scene. I mean, I know there wasn't an official stable between Adam Cole and reDRAGON, but yeah, reDRAGON was a thing. You had Future Shock, which was Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly as a tag team as well. The guys had worked together a lot in Ring of Honor and that sort of stuff. There wasn't an official stable, but it's not like WWE came up with an amazing... It's not like The Shield, where WWE put 3 people that had never worked together and made it successful. Undisputed Era literally was something that they just played on the independent scene, and I think that's why it works so well, to be honest. I think that's why it really works so well. But there we go. Anyway, let's crack on. As it is a pretty even match, pretty back and forth. Both teams getting a little bit of offense here and there. Sorry, I just got really distracted there for a split second. I've had a bit of an interesting day. I managed to wake up at 2 PM today, which is a little bit of a late one. Nice running knee strike there by Bobby Fish, right into the gut of Matt Jackson. And now pulls Matt Jackson back into the middle of the ring. Looking for the boot across the chest. Matt Jackson now with the dragon screw. Matt Jackson now taking Fish up into a powerbomb position. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is someone we'll probably see some... I know we'll probably see some more from these teams in the new year. We probably need to give them a little bit more of an easy run to start off with. I don't know. We are going to be changing the tag team division up a little bit as well. Not up as that, but more like we're going to be... We're going to be changing the ranking system a little bit with the tag team division. I've mentioned it on Discord already. So my plan is now is that if you've got a fatal 4-way tag team match, you are going to gain extra points for the extra wins, or the extra opponents, if that makes sense. Because this year, if you have a fatal 4-way tag team match, literally only one person gets +1. And it's sort of, it's led to the tag team rankings looking very crappy because everyone's on like really crap scores because of that. So by changing it up a little bit, it means that if you do defeat 3 opponents, you're going to get +3. Which means that you're going to end up in a much stronger position. And you're going to get rewarded for winning a massive match, really. Rather than, I don't know, just winning a simple match and getting the exact same. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes as Bobby Fish now with a Saito suplex launching Nick Jackson across. Now Fish stalking Nick Jackson. Well, Matt Jackson's on the outside. Fish rolls him through now into the knee bar. Kyle O'Reilly needs to control Matt Jackson. He just doesn't. He just did not. Terrible. Matt Jackson now looking for... It was a rock bottom, really. I thought he was going to go for a side effect there. A little bit of Matt Hardy, but... As Matt Jackson now looking at that super kick right to the face. Nice spinning kick to the head there by Nick Jackson as well on Bobby Fish. Matt Jackson now with O'Reilly up on the shoulders, rolling him through. As Nick now with the sharpshooter locked in on Bobby Fish. Will this be the tap? It is indeed. The Young Bucks get the victory here over reDRAGON in what is a very important match for them in the rankings. That's going to boost them up a little bit. I think they're on the minuses at the moment. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they can really have a much better year next year. Because, yeah, it's been a bit of a rough one for them so far. But, yeah, that's a fantastic victory then for the Young Bucks. I'm just trying to find where they are in the tag team rankings at the moment. I think they are in the minuses. Oh, my God. reDRAGON's now on -4, so they're right down the bottom. And the Young Bucks were already on -4, so they're now moving up to -3. Wow. Both of these teams were desperate for points. They were, and both these teams have got those points. Wow, okay. Right, great win then for the Young Bucks as we move on to our main event of the evening. And here we go then with a match that was suggested by a few people, but the one I spotted was AG Styles over on YouTube. He pointed out that Sami Zayn did get the pin against Chris Jericho in the Kevin Owens contract spectacular a few days ago, the triple threat match. And of course, Chris Jericho is the Intercontinental Champion. Therefore, Sami Zayn earned himself this championship opportunity. So yeah, this is for the Intercontinental Championship. So let's see how this one's going to go. Will Jericho be able to successfully retain his championship on his first defense? Or will Sami Zayn be able to walk away with a championship? Sami Zayn looking pretty good at the moment there with a Northern Light suplex. Jericho just sending Zayn over the top and now, Zayn sending Jericho over the top and now working over with that big backdrop. Wow. Zayn with the big forearms and now taking Jericho up on the shoulder. And a nice powerbomb there by Jericho, taking him back up again. Nice, straight into the walls of Jericho. Is Zayn going to tap? No, Zayn's able to break free from the walls. Okay, that's interesting though. With Zayn escaping from the walls, that's going to make it a much more... Well, Zayn's got an opportunity is what I'm trying to say, but, you know, my brain just stopped working there for a split second, so it is what it is. Nice reverse chin lock here by Sami Zayn. Jericho now taking Sami Zayn up and still into a massive powerbomb, rolls it through into the pin. As Kevin Owens, who is at ringside, of course, throwing the chair into the ring for Sami Zayn, I would imagine. Of course, best friends with Sami Zayn. Nice dropping him neck first. Nice drop kick right in the face. And Zayn is in a very good opportunity here. Nice. Jericho fighting back. Looking for that Northern Light suplex once again. Jericho again taking Zayn up and again looking for that powerbomb. Yep. Oh, he's taking him back up for a double. A triple. But Kevin Owens distracting the referee, allowing Zayn the opportunity to try and hold off. Zayn now with a jawbreaker on Jericho, then with a running clothesline as well. Jericho dragging Zayn back into the middle of the ring and dropping a boot right in the arm. Zayn fighting back with a strike. And now up into the backbreaker. And Jericho once again turns it in the walls, and he's got it deeper this time. Really, really deep. Is it going to be too much? It is too much for Sami Zayn. And Christopher Jericho retains the Intercontinental Championship. He retains the Intercontinental Championship. Does that cause problems there with our... let me just have a quick look. Jericho. No, Jericho was already involved in the Rumble. Okay, that's fine. So Jericho's going to move up to +7 now, which does put him up into the top 20. Whereas Sami Zayn, I think, is... Have a quick gander at Sami. Sami Zayn is currently on +1. He's going to drop down to 0, which means he's going to balance out the year at a flat 0, which is not terrible. He can just sort of ignore this year, put it to one side, and start again stronger next year, I suppose. Either way, we're going to call that it for the night. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, all the other good stuff. And I'll see you again tomorrow for our next episode of New Year's Resolution. Now, the next 2 episodes of New Year's Resolution will be our Rumbles. Tomorrow, we will have the 30-man Rumble. The winner will get an opportunity at Seth Rollins, the SWE champion. And the day after, it will be our 30-woman Rumble. And the winner will get an opportunity at Thunder Rosa and the SWE Women's Championship on New Year's Eve. And, of course, those 2 Rumbles will be the top 30 ranked from this year. So, yeah, the top 30 ranked minus the champion, of course. So it's actually... it's top 31 minus the champion, really. So we've got 30 people. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. So I hope to see you all there. Good night. God bless. I'll be the same. I love you all, and good night.